Morning folks, Monday morning, Massey day, hope you're all well. Thank you for your comments and likes, as always, much appreciated. Right, yeah, we're down here. I didn't do stuff over the weekend I thought I was going to do because I did other stuff. So I think the plan is we'll get that other wheel off, strip that one out, and have a look at some steel to make the bit I want to make to be able to press those shafts out. If not, I'll get somebody to make it for me if I haven't got the right size stuff. So let's get another axle stand on the go and get that there wheel off. Right, well, we've got the wheel off now, and it looks like we've got the same again. The countersunk screws are not there. No, it does move. Let's get a big hammer in. Obviously catching a bit on the shoes. Whether the adjuster will work to slacken it off, I don't know. We'll have a look, see if we can free it up. Right, well, we got in the back there, slacken the adjuster off. Let's see if that's going to come off now. Oh, look at that. It's off. They're, well, it's nowhere near as bad as the other side. But it's still oily. Hence no braking force. Yeah, so let's get the pin out from on that shaft over there, like I did not do first time last time, just to make it easier to when we get all the nuts undone on the back. But you can see there we got some oil in there. I'd say not as much as before, but more than enough. Set to and get that one out. Well, it's a surprise again. The nuts are coming undone on the back of this. So we got the pin out. It wasn't seized in, but it was a bit tight. Held in with a piece of wire. So at least that's out. So there's one nut up here that's looking a little bit suspect, but we can hope and pray that it comes undone. Finger loose, lovely. And another one moving. Anyway, I'll carry on, get the rest of these out, and hopefully this will just fall out. Right, everything's freed up. Let's see if we got any movement. Ooh, lovely. It's come apart. Right, get it out on the floor. Oh, there she blows. It's off. Lift that off out the way. Now, as somebody pointed out, I think it's Andrew Plumley. That collar there, supposed to drill it to separate it, which I'm going to try on this one. And I say obviously we've got to then make a flange to go around that lot to bolt it together, be able to put it in the press to be able to push shaft down, which holds the hub, to get the bearing off. So let's get that cleaned up, see about drilling that out. What's that sealing? That's looking a bit crappy in there. Again, very, very black oil. Somebody said, is it engine oil? But somebody's been in here before, because there is instant gasket around here. Not a proper paper gasket, which it should be around that. Right, so we've got this set up. We've put a load of paper towel out. I've drilled one side already, so we'll get down the other side using a 3.8 drill bit. We'll get down in between that, pilot hole first, and then go with a larger drill bit. Go there. getting down through it. You'll soon know when you've gone all the way through because you'll come up against the bearing. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, we've hit the bearing. Right, let's find a bigger drill bit and see what we can take out of that. Right, we've got an 8mm in now. You want to be sharp. You can tell he's sharp because he bites. I think we're down there now. As soon as I just hit the bearing. Let's do the other side. Right, blow the crap off and then we get in there with a chisel and hopefully split it out. Right, what's going to happen? Nearly there. Look at that. And it's off. Brilliant. Now you can see that, it's cracked it down inside there. And so we've gone through and taken most of the stuff. So that was a bit easier than heating it. But you live and learn. So I don't know everything, but I try my best. I made an executive decision. I thought to myself, by the time I get something made up to fit round it, I just want to drill them, split them, and just put new bearings in. It's going to be quicker, but got to do what you got to do. Time versus money. What time it's taking to get? I've got the thing moved so far, so it's nearly out. Bearing kits are available. Got to do the seals anyway, so well, short as it is long, I'll not be beaten. We got it apart. I have to drill it and split it. He's out. Hoorah! Obviously one of the studs came out when we were undoing the nut. That was one I said was a bit manky on the back. So at least we got it apart now. Beat the seals out, get the shells out, order a new kit, and yeah, go back together. Got the inner seal prized out. Give this a good clean up now. A good dose of brake cleaner and a wire brush. Get all the crap in there. All the parts are ordered. Should be here tomorrow. Sent to try one again. Can't see how that shaft comes out because I can't find anything that's locking that onto that end. That won't wiggle out of that hole. No way at all. So I'm going to strip this lot out. Fit onto that. We've got another one of these coming, so we'll do the same with that for the other side. Strip the bits off of it to put on there. Because that ain't coming out. Somebody will probably say, oh, you do it like this. I don't know everything, but I can't see the logical way because it will not go out through that hole at all. Just strip the other side down. We'll give that a good clean up now. Ready for new parts. Hobs in the top glass cabinet, give it a clean up. And we're going to put a beader weld in around that. Hopefully get that shell out I've never done it before because I haven't got anything tooling wise that I can get to fit in there. So I haven't got any sockets just the right size, so put a beater weld in, hopefully that'll shrink and he'll come out. As you say, beater weld round, had the chisel in the back, and he come out without too much of a fight. One out, one to go. Kind of that for now. So we've just been fiddling around with the 178 on the front axle. The track rod's taken off. Gonna assemble these new bits. Hopefully they'll go together without any grief. We've been having a grinder and a wire brush going over, cleaning a few bits up and scraping bits out that we couldn't get to with the pressure washer. All got to be scraped off usual with this stuff. You got to take all the paint off and give it a bit of a grind up to at least get a chance of it going in. I think we need some more on that because that's gone tight. I think when they put these holes in, I don't know if they're drilled or pressed in, they just tend to swell the metal a bit. It don't slide in like it needs to. Track rod's fitted on. We've given all that under there a damn good wire brushing in the awkward bits. But yeah, just plodding away quietly, wire brushing. Here we go, folks. It's another day. It's Tuesday. It was chucking it down rain early this morning. Hopefully it's cleared up now. And the clock's changing. A bit later in the morning. Another truck to pick up, inspection. So walk around, do the lights, etc. Get our back trucks done, back out the way. Got a little road trip now. Got to load some tools up. Go and look at a David Brown to put a clutch master cylinder on. What am I going to need tool wise for that? Is it going to go to plan? We'll find out. Well, we're here. 996. A bit something and nothing. So I guess we have to, well, I've taken the exhaust off and the air inlet. Hopefully the bonnet opens up. We can get into somewhere in there. Our way in. We've got the bonnet moved out the way now. That's the little bad boy there. 2 pipe connectors. Hopefully 2 bolts to hold it on. Rod and a pin in there. Hopefully they've left the new part there somewhere. I haven't seen it yet though. We've got the pipes out of it. Lifted out the way, we could get to the top bolt, which is a bit of an awkward one to get to because it's, yeah, we managed to get a socket on, but this is out. Just want the new part now. Can't find it. Things are sent to try. We got the clevis off, but the nut didn't want to move, so we did bring the map gas. A bit of heat into it. Hopefully get some grips on it now and get that off. You can see the fluid coming out of there. Right, we've got the new one, but there is a slight difference. See, that collar there is the same as that bit, but this bit here is slightly smaller than that one, so we've got to take the rubber boot off to be able to get it through the hole, because that obviously is the same size as that, whereas that was smaller. So we can put it in situ and then put this lot back on after. Stripping away, we've got all that lot back in there, the rubber boot, the clevis pin and split pin. Got one of the supply line that goes to the slave cylinders in, and this one is for it comes from the reservoir up there. So we can get this one started. Make sure we don't get it in cross-threaded, and hopefully then we can get some fluid in the pot. Lead nipples down under here, up there. We can get it bled up, and hopefully the job will work. I can't finish the job because I just bought a tub of .4 and it's LHM mineral oil, so I'll go shoot off and get a tub of it so I can get it bled up. Hey ho, nothing ever goes to plan. I'm so used to the Masseys that use .4 on the brakes. Most other things use .4, but no, David Brown, LHM. Ta-da! I got what he got. Didn't have to go too far to get it. It was a nice little, I wouldn't say country stores, but old school agricultural place here in Mark, Amesbury and Puddy. Got most things in there. We're back. Let's top it up. That looks like the right colour. A greeny colour. Go up to the maximum. And then, yeah, start to bleed it up. Handy having everything to hand. So we slacked it off with a spanner. Says he. Have some fluid running out. We can now push the brake pedal down and then slacken that up. I can't do it hand film, so you get the gist of it. That's bled up. I'll try and push that down by hand and see if that moves. Yeah, we have a clutch pedal back, and that pedal now is quite hard. Before it was just like flopping around. We can now top this back up to the desired level where it says maximum, which is about there, and pop the lid back on. Then we can get the bonnet back on together and try it for proper. We now have a clutch that works. Over gear. There we go, in reverse. Full working clutch. Just the job. Let's put the loader back on the ground, whichever one it is. Back down. There we go. Right. Turn it off. Job done. Let's get out of here. Always, jobs take longer than they're going to. Back here, brake drum for this here 702. Waiting for parts to turn up. So I'll give these a bit of a clean up. Got some 80 grit paper. Give them a good clean up and wipe round inside. Get some more rust off of it. And hopefully get some parts arrive shortly and make us start putting this back together. Not cleaned up too bad. Pleased with that. Let's go and set to and do the one for the other side. Make this one look as pretty as the last one. I say it's just dirty. That one's cleaned up all right as well. Quite happy with that. So I just spent a bit of time on this. Hopefully parts have just arrived. Cleaning up underneath the handbrake and that. Sanded down what we can. We've got the pins to put back in for the rods and split pins. But I think there's a van turn. Super job. Seals, locking tab, bearing. Seals, locking tab, bearing. Another one of those. Had to buy it as a whole lot because they hadn't got any of these in stock, just the bits. So we'll strip that off and fit it onto the other one of those. So we'll make a start. We've got the inner seal here. Obviously that's the side the oil is, so he goes in that way, so we can get that one put in, and then we can hopefully get the seal and the outer shell put into the hub. Right. Inner race shell, whatever you want to call it, will go in there. Sit in that one. We'll go a little bit of the way because it's very slightly tapered. Also, we've kept the old ones, so we put the other way up. He'll sit on the edge of that new one that's going in, and you can push it down in. Hopefully, a suitable size one of those over the top to fill the gap. Just make sure we've got it all lined up and press it down in, and then that one there will be able to just lift back out because this edge is tapered, so it won't bind as it goes in. So let's get set up and get some pressure on it and squash it in there now. And you see, you lift that one out because he's just slightly tapered, as I said. So that one's in there, and yeah, he's all the way home, all the way around that. So now we can turn it over and do the same with that outer oil seal. Again, spring side goes to the inside face because there's only going to be grease in the bearing. So let's get that one pushed in. Right, so the seal squished in, we put a little bit of oil around it. It slid over that quite nicely. So I'll just sit there. Obviously we've got to heat the bearing up to slip that over that shoulder there, and he'll sit down against the face there. And then we heat up the collar and put that on, which ain't going to happen today because I've run out of oxygen to heat that collar up red hot and some. So I'll just go, hopefully. That's the second one. That's pressed in, oil seal is in, ready for the rest of it, but that won't be today. Folks, I'm done for the day. Get home and do a bit of paperwork. Thanks for watching. Click the old like, subscribe, hit the like button, drop me a comment, I'll get back to you. And say tomorrow's another day. See what happens, hopefully get that a bit more mobile. That's the plan. So until then, catch you later.